family came from Spain and or Portugal during the Spanish Inquisition, or shortly thereafter. There was an order of expulsion in 1492 from Spain, and the Ottoman Empire took the Jews in, and they settled in Ottoman Empire. The Balkan states is where our folks came from.
In the spring and summer of 1943, the Jews of Thessalonica were deported to extermination camps and executed.
In Monastir, nobody came back from the Holocaust. Everybody who they carted off perished. And the only ones that survived were the resistance fighters. So today there is no Jewish population at all in Monastir, or Bitola today. In Kavala, there's one Jewish person left, and he's an old guy from a prominent family who watches over the cemetery.
What were you looking for when we went to Bitola?
Well, I was trying to get an understanding of what that, where Nat and Esther came from. What I was looking for. I was basically looking for the roots there, looking to see where it was that Nat came from. He was born in 1910, and he immigrated in 1920, so he spent his first 10 years of his life in Monastir, which during the First World War was hell. There was a 2-year bombardment of the city. It was a front. I didn't know all of that before I went, but wound up reading a book about the history and learned that. But I do remember him talking about, the war, the different armies being there, the Germans being there, the French being there, and his experiences during the war. The cemetery is the only trace of the Jews. Kind of strange standing there looking at this turf where I know all of our ancestors are buried. It's 500 years worth of our grandparents. The stones were all gone. The Germans raped them or whatever happened. Just kind of wondering who was out there that we belonged to. On Esther's side, her father went to Kavala at some point for work. Looking at the tobacco warehouse and wondering, is that where Papu worked? Been around the turn of the century was the Ottoman Empire started breaking up, and there were nationalistic wars, the Balkan wars, where different areas, the Greeks, the Romanians, the Bulgarians, the Serbians, everybody was fighting for their own turf. And the First World War as well. The Ottoman Empire broke up at that point. And then there was there was a floor, or more than a floor, devoted to the Holocaust, and part of it was the pictures of the 2,000 or so people, Jews of Monastir, that were carted off to the death camps in Treblinka in Poland. And looking at those pictures, those are our people, those are our relatives.